Hey guys, it's Darlene and welcome to my channel. Alright, so today's video is a get ready with me. We are going to a wine tasting dinner, a wine pairing at a very special place. So I am going to show you the makeup, the hair, the outfit, and then the special place we went and the food and the wine that they're serving. So without further ado, let's jump in. First and foremost, if you're already subscribed to my channel, I want to say thank you so very much. If you are not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button, that notification bell. That way you won't miss out on any videos. All right, let's go. Hey guys, all right, so I am getting ready to go to a wine dinner, a wine pairing at St. Clement's Castle. So I will take some video at the end of this so that you guys can see how gorgeous this is. We've done a wine tasting with them before and it's been wonderful. It's so much food, it's overwhelming. And the place is beautiful. This will be like our fourth time there. So I wanted to do a get ready with me because I'll update you on what's been going on and we'll try out some new products as well. So let's go ahead and work with the eyes and eyebrows and all that. So I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury for my brows. I like to just darken them and fluff them up. For you that don't know, about a month ago, it's probably been a month now, I was moving the treadmill on my deck and it slipped out from underneath me. I was moving it out of my master bedroom out into, we have like 3 huge sheds, and it slipped out from underneath me and hit my knee and caused me to fall backwards and smack my head on the deck without any cushioning whatsoever, meaning I didn't even have time to put my arms out. I knew instantly that it was pretty bad. So we went to the ER, and I swear this is our local ER. And it's one of those where, you know, they can do certain things, but then if you have to be admitted, you have to be transferred. I knew it was really bad because it like went through my whole jawline and everything like that. Like, it was the hardest my head has ever hit anything for the YSL palette, and this one is in 400. I don't know if that's its name, but so, you know, they put you in a C-spine, C-collar, whatever, and, you know, we did a CT and then a couple x-rays also on my knee. It came back clear, but I kept throwing up. If I turned my head a certain way, I mean, the dizziness was like nothing I have ever experienced in my life. And I was throwing up through them giving me IV Reglan, IV Zofran. Nothing was helping. It was 8 hours of continually nausea and vomiting and dizziness. So the guy was a PA, and I finally said, look, I want to see the real doctor. No offense to PAs out there, but I'm like, dude, there's something seriously wrong. Like, I know there's something wrong. So he got the doctor, and she did this one quick little test with turning my head, and I really didn't know at that point what she was looking for or anything like that, but she goes, we're going to admit you, which means they had to transfer me so that I could see a neurologist, because this happened like at 6 o'clock at night. So they transferred me at like something like 4 in the morning to their main hospital. And a lot of times when people have really bad concussions, the nausea is not going to work. Like Zofran, if you have the flu or something like that, it works beautiful. I've had Zofran a lot of times in my life. When you have a concussion, it's a different kind of nausea, so they give a Valium, IV Valium. It took 4 milligrams, so we did 2 and then an additional 2, and finally it like subsided enough to where I could sleep. And then the next morning I saw the neurologist, and he did a couple tests, and I have something called BPPV, but you have these crystals that sit in gel in your ears, and when you get a hard enough blow to the head, they can become dislodged, and they're super important but basically what they do is tell you, so if I turn my head like this, they instantly relay to your brain that she's turning her head to the right, and you don't get dizzy and feel like a huge amount of vertigo. Like, I can't even explain, to the point where I couldn't even sit up. I mean, it was bad. This gives a nice little glow so I don't look as white. And then I'm going to put some Australian gold on as well, and then a little bit of the Kapari. So when I did this time, when I did the MRI, and I really didn't, I mean, I knew this, but I didn't know this. So when you have something wrong with your ear, right? This is something to do with my ear, right? These little things are floating around out there. You're already nauseous and dizzy. So I did the exam, which was about 35-40 minutes. And then they wanted, so then when I got out of the machine and I sat up, oh my gosh, I was so nauseous. It was horrible. I felt worse than when I went in. About 20 minutes later, to fix this and get the crystals back, because you have to get them back, right? If you don't get them back, you're not gonna be better, right? So basically what they do, you have to figure out, first of all, which side is messed up, okay? We knew it was the left side, because what happens is if they have you turn your head whatever way, to the right, to the left, and one eye is doing a normal thing, the other eye goes like this. You don't feel it, you can't see it, other people see it, right? And obviously all you feel is nauseous and dizzy and horrible. You know, back in the day, okay, you guys are gonna remember this. Back in the day when we had those little games with the metal ball and you went like this to try and get the metal ball back in, that's what he had to do. He had to go and do that, and that means, like, the worst position was laying completely flat. And when he threw me up, I couldn't even catch my balance. And my husband was like, your eye was doing this. Just this eye. This one's perfectly normal. This one's going bonky. And then, you know, he flips you over to one side and then kind of the other. And then you have to sit up straight for like 5 hours. He said that, you know, it could take a couple times. And I'm thinking, oh God, help me, please no. So by the time this whole thing was over, it was another night at the hospital, because I still wasn't being able to, you know, we needed to make sure it worked, and, you know, because you just can't function in life like that at all. I felt like it had gone well. And then the next day, the physical therapists that are with him, they came in, did a few tests, it was fine. The regular doctor cleared me, and then he cleared me, and, you know, I eventually got out of there. So that was good. And then, you know, it was a matter of, obviously I couldn't do anything strenuous or anything like that, because apparently these dumb little crystals can, you know, come back out of place. So I was freaked out about that. I was like, oh dear God, like, let's make me nervous as hell about these dumb crystals. 3 weeks and 3 days before I got back on the treadmill, because after the concussion, everybody and their mother is in the ER because they're sick, right? Obviously there's injuries too, but a lot of it is people with COVID, the flu, whatever. Sure enough, I get COVID. I went to urgent care because then I got this weird rash on my arm, and I don't know if the two, you know, I didn't know if all the symptoms, whatever, and I'm just like, okay, let's just make sure it's nothing, you know, serious or whatever. And so this is, oh, I have forgot to, it's my normal skincare routine, pretty much. I've been talking about this and not telling you what I'm putting on my face. I do a lot of hydration during the winter time because I live in very cold climate when it decides it wants to be winter, and it has decided it wants to be winter. So prior I put Colleen Rothschild hyaluronic acid. I put the Point of View drench it. I put Tatcha moisturizer, and then glaze it, which is a primer. And then I use this little purple stick, I forget what it's called and I can't see, for my neck. And then for my lips, I did the City Beauty Plumping Lip Gloss. And then now I'm going to go in with Tatcha's Tinted SPF. So sure enough, I went to the thing and they tested, and the lady was like, the doctor, she's like, well, I don't know if the rash is da-da, and it's probably just a virus, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And then the nurse comes in and goes, positive for COVID. And the main symptoms have gone away for the most part, you know, but I'm still like congested. And I started back on the treadmill about 7 or 8 days ago. And this is Colleen Rothschild Tinted Under Eye. And but like I tried running, you know, because prior to this, in fact the day it happened, I had started jogging, and I had gotten up to being able to jog for 35 minutes straight. So I walk now 45 minutes, right? I had lowered my thing from 60 to 45 because I just was pushing harder, as I had talked about in previous videos. Well, let me tell you something. My body was definitely not ready to run. My lungs felt like an elephant was just sitting on it. My lungs felt like they squished. I looked at my heart rate and it was like 160. And for as low of a jog as I was doing, and I was only in for 2 minutes, I just felt horrible. So I pushed the treadmill back down and I finished my 45 minutes out. And the next day I tried it again and I did much better. Today I was able to run like 12 minutes straight. You know, it's just taking a freaking long time is what it's taking. I'm going in with House Labs. It's 110 because I'm pale as pale can be. And that's okay. We're gonna warm the face up. This is the new Tati brush set that I've been trying out. This one is like you paint it on like a spatula, which is really kind of cool. And then I like the dense brush. And you don't use as much product for sure. So that's what's been going on. Horrible. That's just one part of it. It's been insane. So I had stuff going on prior to that, stuff that I still really can't talk about, other than there's certain parts I can, and the other updates. Okay, this is like, so this is one of the reasons that I like this. For some reason my eyebrows, they're not cooperating today. Prior to this, we had put the house on the market. I know you're probably like, oh my god, Darlene, you move all the time. I'm like, I know, don't I though? And in this video, again, there's certain things I can tell you now, and there's certain things I cannot tell you. Not yet. But yes, so this house went on the market. My house went on the market. And then because I'm a VA loan, I have to sell one house in order to get another house. So I did find another house. So unfortunately, the inspection came back with like some major problems with regards to things that can be fixed, just not on my dime. So they need to be fixed, and the sellers agreed to fix these things. It needs a new roof. It needs the electrical panel switched out from a 110 to a 220. These things don't scare me. It's a great house, and it will be, and I've already had my contractor out there, not with regards to that, with regards to making it my house. You know how that is, right? We have to make it, you know, what we want. So I found another house. and they're getting quotes to fix it up. So we'll see. But we have to sell this house, and right now with the shutdown, it's hurting. I don't know about your guys' market where you live, but what I can tell you is hurting Connecticut's market. It's hurting places that normally sell like within like weeks. It's taking months. Mine's been on about 14 days. Connecticut is extremely expensive, y'all. It's beautiful. I wouldn't trade it. I'm grateful to be able to live here, and I don't want to live anywhere else. But sometimes we don't have a choice in things. I'm gonna live here. I just might not have, you know, we're just gonna have to take things as they come, right? These dry rollers are the best. This is Giorgio Armani, so I'm gonna go in with, I love this blush. It's so pretty. And no, I did not forget to do my concealer. I'm just doing the blush because I'm gonna double blush. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. Guys, I hate selling houses. I really do, because you live in a house labs. You have to live in like a museum all the time, and it's super annoying. And right now my house is decorated for fall. Very lightly decorated. I'm not a huge, you know, normally I have a Halloween party. I didn't. We were supposed to, and then with the injury, and then with getting COVID, and then with putting the house on the market, that was just way too much for me. And I'm like, no, I can't. I just can't, right? I just didn't have it in me. And everybody understood, because I was just, that's a lot to deal with. So I'm tapping into Bella Pierre. It is the best finishing powder ever. Look at those under eyes, and you saw what we were working with. A nightmare. Then I'm going to go in with the pink powder by One Size. The younger people can use it under their eyes. No, but I do it on my forehead, and I swear it takes away. I've never had Botox in my life, and I swear it takes away any wrinkles. And then I go around the nasolabial folds and marionette lines. Now it's just a waiting game. I know what I do to the house if I get it. But mine has to sell. Like it's just really, it has to sell. That's what it comes down to. Okay, I picked up the Charlotte Tilbury. This is so gorgeous. This is what I love about it is it's got eyes, face, and cheek. So we're going to use this as well. So I'm going to go in with a smaller brush into this really pretty dark color. Look at that, so gorgeous. And then the shimmers are stunning. This is the Christmas edition, and gorgeous. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I was doing really well, posting videos, and then boom. Like boom. It's like whammy after whammy, and I'm like, come on, give me a break. That same color, and I'm gonna go under. It's a wine tasting, and this color is like, looks like burgundy wine. It's so pretty. Gorgeous. So we'll warm our little face up and try their cheek. Let's see. Oh, nice. Oh, it's got a really pretty, I kind of like going across the bridge of my nose. You know, that's my thing. All right, now they've got a couple shimmers. I think it's going to be easier if I take a little tiny brush. I'm just going to put a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury's setting spray and then go in. I'm going to put it kind of all over my lid. Yeah, this is really pretty. First impression is pretty. Number one, it's gorgeous. This is all like, the packaging is lush. This would make a great gift for sure. In the inner corner of my eye, and this is Laura Geller's. A pretty color, so I'm gonna put it on the inner corner just to give it looks really pretty. I love Daisy Wild Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs Daisy Wild, however you want to look at it. It is my favorite. So I'm in with the Kopari, so that again, if my arms are showing, when you saw me during summer, if you saw a glow, there's a process. Look at this. They were the same color, you guys. Look at the difference. Okay, you get a sneak peek at the dress to get even curlier curls. So I'm just gonna do that all over my head. So it has pinks and blues and purples, and I know it's hard to believe, and then silver and gold. Lips. Let's do the lips. Okay, guys, I am going to use, I think it's Willow or Blush. And this is by City Beauty. They came out with lip liners that I'm obsessed by. And I think they're like $22, and then you can use my code at all times. These are really, really good. I'm gonna go with a darker one, and then in the center, can you see that? In the center, there's like almost like a highlighter. It's so crazy. I'm gonna come in. I've lost my light, and then my ring light, dead. All right, you guys, hair is done. So see, I just added a little bit more curly curls, and lipstick's done, makeup's done. What do you guys think? Okay, so now gold hoops with the hoops. These are from Kendra Scott. I've had them for a really long time. Shoe, and then we'll decide on the rest of the version. Okay, so I'm gonna put on a sock booty. We're gonna try that. Actually, I like both of them. This is gonna elongate the leg because it's a sock booty, so you almost can't even tell. And this is a little bit different. I'm gonna add the jacket because that might help us decide which one we like better. Matching. Okay, let me show you the dress first, sorry. Okay, so we've got the leather around the neckline, around the arm lines. This is stretchy. This is lined. So again, it has the leather here as well. A little bit of leather detail here. Incredibly cute and very, very flattering. Jacket, fully lined. Matches the skirt. Okay. You like big hair. I like big hair. And then leather detail here, leather detail here. I bought a new handbag. Hold on a minute. This is super cute. It's not too big, so it's like medium, bigger than a clutch. I like that I can hold it like this, and then it also has a strap like this. Done. Earrings, necklace. I decided just a little gold necklace with a little black heart. It's actually a little locket, just a little something. I mean, the dress kind of speaks for itself. Handbag, I just decided on a little tiny coach. It's got the gunmetal, and I only need to put my phone in a lipstick and I'm good. This is the outfit. Now, of course, it's freezing, as I told you. Okay, and then that's it. All right, you guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, take a minute, hit that thumbs up. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.